Welcome to the motherfucking Tippie podcast show. Shout out to motherfucking Gold Money Grills. You already know this sponsored by Gold Money Grills. Put your money where your mind feel. Get you a 6 on 6, 8 on 8, 10 on 10. They gonna get you right. But we got a motherfucking special guest, and you know when they're in the building, we like for them to introduce themselves. Who we got the motherfucking night?
Shit, it's Kid Convict, you know what I'm saying? From Brooklyn, New York. But you already know Florida's my second home, so I had to come here, show love, certified.
You said Kid Convict?
Yes, sir.
Let us know how we got the Convict name, Mr. Convict.
All right, so the Convict came from, when I was younger, I was writing a book called Conviction Times. And I bumped into a group of niggas that was doing like music and shit like that, and I always wanted to do music, and I was like, yo, I should like get down with them niggas, and like when they was like, all right, let's see what you could do. I started singing, and they was like, yo, you sound like a younger version of Akon. That's the first thing they said that kind of was like, we gonna call you Convict, and then eventually they was like, yo, instead of writing a book called The Conviction Times, just tell your story through music and keep the convict in it. And we'll just run with that. And I was like, all right, bet, say less.
Okay, for people who don't know, so where were you raised and born at, big dog?
Born and raised in Flatbush, Brooklyn. Well, I want to say Canarsie. Yeah, I want to say Canarsie, Brooklyn. But, yeah, born and raised in Flatbush, Brooklyn.
And how it was upcoming over there. Let us know. Give us, you feel me? Take us there.
So when I was younger, I remember one time me and my sister was walking to the, I think it was to the store. And she had an all-red outfit on, and we was staying in a heavily Crip neighborhood. So right off the back, I can already tell the type of atmosphere it was. It was just straight up like, it was like the gang stuff was like real on like, because I was in Florida. I've been in Florida long enough to see that like the gang atmosphere isn't as pressured as it is like up north. So up north, it's just a little bit more, you know, just it's this gang atmosphere, but besides that, it's heavily cultured, man. It's like the music is beautiful. Everything is just great out there. But you definitely got to be careful if you're like trying to stay there and up and coming. It's a different vibe. And
so how long were you down there?
I was in New York till damn, let me see. I want to say till like, when did we end up? Because we went from New York to Haiti to Florida, and then I came back to New York as a teenager. You was staying in Haiti? Yeah, I stayed in Haiti.
How long was you in Haiti for?
A year and a half. I did 6 months in Port-au-Prince and other 6 months, or like a couple months in Dominican Republic.
So how that experience was for you? You feel me? Let us know. How old were you though?
I was 10 or 11.
So you kind of remember something about it?
Yeah. I remember a lot. I remember everything.
Was it like on vacation or you was staying in Haiti?
Nah. It was right after a sentence. I came out, I got locked up as a kid. Crazy story.
Oh, and so people try to send you back?
Yeah, so they was trying to send me back. You already know, like Caribbean parents, they like, once you do something wrong, they're like, yeah, you gotta go. So I ended up going there, but my people ended up coming like a few months after to make sure ain't nothing happened to me. But the experience is different. Like, I'll be honest, like, it's a different, like, it's even though people call it a third world and all these other places outside of the America is considered a third world, I will say the experience is definitely not a third world experience, but if you're going to see shit that's going to make you go, oh, hell nah. Like, there's a bridge that if you walk in, I'm not trying to exaggerate nothing or none of that. Like, there's a bridge if you walk in, I promise you, if you look down, there's like a pile of dead bodies. Like, they don't have funerals. They don't have like, that's like, they have like, it was just a pile of dead bodies. And what they do is they burn it so it doesn't stink up or whatever. But
now,
like,
why was all these bodies in there for?
When I asked my moms, she said to me in Creole, and she was just like, mind the business, I pays you. But basically, they was just like, a lot of these, there's not like funeral homes, there's not funeral burials for a lot of families. There's a lot of parts of Haiti where there's a place called Cité Soleil where it's not funded at all. These people have no type of money. They don't listen. They stay in like basically caves, if I'm being honest. So like if one of them dies, they can't really afford a proper burial and everything like that. So for the most part, around that time, I'm not going to say what the government does now because I haven't been in Haiti in mad long, but for the most part, around that time, the government was just like, yo, toss it anywhere. Like, I think that place wasn't even the only place where bodies could be.
What you would have thought is dirt. Why we can't just bury them behind the backyard or something?
Exactly. Like I mean, yo, a lot of people, they have their own type of like savagery. They don't really, it's not, some families, when you grow up like in that place where it's not funded, there's no tourism. Like I said, Port-au-Prince is the capital of Haiti. Even in Dominican Republic, where a lot of people would rather go to Dominican Republic and be like, oh, this is a tourist state. There's places in Dominican Republic that's just like how I'm explaining in Haiti. Like, you could go there and you're gonna see the craziest things. You know, like people living in like shelters that don't even look like a house. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of families grow up on different like rules and atmospheres, so they don't even care about throwing somebody over the bridge or nothing like that. It was definitely a life changing to see that.
And so now, staying in Haiti, you went to Dominican Republic, then you came back here. When did you come back to the States?
I came back to Florida. I think I had to be like 12 or 13 when I came out to Florida. Yeah.
And how it was shifting from that side to NY to Dominican to Haiti, then back.
Man,
first time down. This is your first time in Florida now.
Yeah, bro. It was when I first came to Florida. Listen, I was in Florida around like all that. Man, certified knows, bro. When it was the hype music, niggas going to Oakland Park Flea Market every time for like a shirt, whatever, or just to kick it out there, get the. Like, it was a different.
So the people that don't know, explain it to us, cause we trying to get in your world. How it was?
It was new because Florida, coming up from New York, coming to Florida, the atmosphere was crazy because I was like, everything is like a little slower. There wasn't no dollar vans. There wasn't no dollar van. It was a lot of things I had to like catch up quick to. Like, damn, there's not really a lot of things, and the neighborhoods is a little bit way more stretched out. It's not like you could go to like walk and like the store is there. Nah, like you gotta damn near drive to like, you know what I'm saying, to go to the store. What else? It was obviously the way I was talking was a little bit off, but I had a crazy ass Haitian accent, so I didn't even really care about that. And I got into a lot of fights for being Haitian.
Oh yeah, so you got in a lot of fights?
Yeah, but I was Haitian Dominican. They did not care about none of that. I got into a lot of fights. So
who you was mostly fighting with? Everybody?
Not everyone. There's a hood in Fort Lauderdale called the East where like a lot of young Haitian American guys are. That's kind of where I kind of adapted to. A lot of my bros is there. But outside of the east side of Fort Lauderdale, you have it's an area called Sunland. I can't even believe I talk about this. It's an area called Sunland, Washington Park, and past the bridge, I think it's Franklin or something. But those areas was like heavily, like I'm not getting on that bus and going across that bridge to go home if I don't have like one or two people with me, because it's going to be a fight. You already know. So it was that. That's all it was, just fighting, just boom, boom, fighting. But
so every day just damnly fighting. When did the fight slow down a little bit?
When I started getting locked up for it. Because Can you
explain that? What was your first experience getting locked up? Like, were you still in school?
Yeah.
Did it get in the way with you trying to go to school? And
Yeah. I ended up having to drop out. It was crazy. My first experience, that was in New York. My first experience was crazy because in New York, the judicial system is different. It's not like you go to court and then, you go to jail and get morning court. It's a little different. You got to go to the bookings, and then they put you in a bullpen, and they don't care how old you are. You could be 10 years old, bro. You're getting stripped down, making sure they put everything on you, and then you got to do like a day and a half in the bullpen, and then they transfer you to another side of the island. And that was pretty. I was crying, bro. I was a kid, so I was crying.
How old were you?
My first night, I was 11, so I was crying. Like,
so you was already getting locked up as 11 years old?
Yeah, but it was something stupid. It was like I was trying to steal something out of a store, and the cop was right there. Like, if the cop wasn't there, I wouldn't. My first charge wouldn't be at 11. My first charge would have been at 14. But the cop was there, and he seen that shit. And he was just like, "Oh, nah."
So, what made you think that got you involved at 11 years old? You know, most 11 years old at the house eating candy. You trying to steal something?
Look, right now, it's a different era. 90s to the early 2000s, where you see what Big L, Mobb Deep, and Biggie Smalls talking about, they rapping about, they living about. You want to do that. You're going to be like, I bet. And a lot of times, I didn't want fear to determine how I walk these streets. Like, coming up in New York, you see niggas in gangs. I was never in no gang and none of that. But I didn't want a nigga to ever look at me and be like, oh, that nigga's afraid. That nigga's a pussy. So I was like, nah, son, I'm gonna do something that's gonna hype my street cred up. And before I knew it, that something got me booked.
So explain that at 14, how Like you said, your first time
That
getting
was in Florida. Yeah, that was 14. So that
So
was,
the first one was at New York.
Yeah, and the second one was in Florida.
What
And
the second one
it
was
was a
for?
little longer. It was, I think it was like domestic violence or something like that with intent of harm because I was trying to stab a nigga, and
Y'all was fighting out there.
yeah, I was fighting, and because I was really the more hotter one than everybody else that I met in the East, because I was coming with that New York mentality. A lot of niggas wasn't really trying to get there, but I was like, look, I'm gonna catch that bus to go home. A nigga's not gonna tell me nothing. So when we got into it, the bus driver had stopped the bus. He was like, yo, I gotta eat.
So what it is, y'all be waiting on the bus and nigga be like, where you from?
Well, I think I was on the 36. My bro got off a stop before me. I had like literally 5 stops left, and these niggas came on right after. They came on from the swap shop, came in, and they was just like, they was hype already, and then they stopped talking, and they see me back there, sat by me, and they was like, cool. Hey, you Zoe? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, bet. I was like, bro, before y'all even try to say anything, get anywhere, I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna play out the way you think. Like, I'm not one of these Haitian niggas that's pussy. So we just like, I just punched a nigga like right next to, I didn't care who it was. He's not even the one that talked. It was a nigga that was there, and I just, I just punched him, and then he just started punching me behind my head. And the nigga that hit me hardest, that's who I stabbed right here. And then the bus driver was like, yo, if y'all don't get off, I'm calling the cops. I told them, they got off. I was like, nah, I'm not getting off, because they waiting for me outside. And the cops already came. Took like 3 of us.
So you ain't think about running?
Nah. I didn't want to get off that bus because I was like, if I get off the bus and run, they got me by like,
now.
Yeah. I was like that. They got me by a long shot. Because even if I was 5 stops away, I'm 5 stops away from another bus to go home. So it was just like, nah, I'm not. I was like, nah, I'm gonna stay here. I'm thinking the cop was gonna come and be like, hey, y'all get away. Hey, little homie, I'm gonna take you to your bus stop or whatever. For the most part, give you an escort, whatever. But nah, he came and was
stabbed
like,
the motherfucker.
Yeah, he was like, bro, when the bus driver was like, well, I seen the kid, it looked like a kitchen knife or a butter knife, but he definitely used it. And the cop was like, oh, okay, yeah, you're going. I was like, fuck. I was like, damn. Yeah, it was over with.
And you say you did some time for that one.
Yeah, that was my first 21 days in juvie.
Explain that, how that 21 day in juvie was.
It was that was the only time, that was actually the one, and juvie was way better than adult jail, because it's fighting, but unless you really looking for it, they're not gonna fight you. You could just chill, vibe, like whatever, you know what I'm saying, eat. There was a couple times niggas looked at me crazy, but they ain't say nothing to me. They was just let me go.
And what about explain though? So you feel me? How when your first time getting locked up as an adult?
As an adult, damn, what age was this, bro? That's probably like, I had came back from New York.
Oh, so you had moved to New York?
Yeah, I had moved to New York.
Why you went back to New York?
I just had to, because I didn't want to be in Florida for mad long. I was already doing years in Florida.
You
I was
to that fast life. You was missing that fast life?
Yeah. I had a lot of bros out there. It's a lot, bro.
Homesick, basically.
Yeah, basically homesick. I had to move back. So when I came back, it was only supposed to be for a few weeks, talking to my niggas, and I forgot what it was. Oh, the cop pulled my bro over, and we had open bottles in the car. And
down here in New York?
It was down here, and I wanted to keep his attention away from the bottles and everything. So I was giving him, like, I did the dumbest thing ever. I gave this nigga a fake name. I'm over here telling him, I'm just like, and then the cop was just like, look, I smell alcohol. And we're under 21, everyone in the car. So I was like, damn. In my mind, I thought we could have got arrested, but come to find out, he was probably going to give us a ticket. So in my mind, I'm thinking we could have got arrested, but he was like, nah. He was like, I smell alcohol, and you being belligerent, get out the car. I got into like a little wrestle with him, so they gave me, obstruction with violence, which is, if it's without violence, it's
with violence is felony.
With violence. So he gave me with violence, and I didn't even fight. I just went like this, like, yo, get off, and then it was like, nah. So they put that with violence. So they put a whole felony on me for no reason. I was just like, damn.
So you caught a fresh felony early?
Early, bro. That shit was
God damn.
She was embarrassing, bro, because I was just like, damn. I was actually supposed to be like back home already. So I was kind of mad at that, bro, to be honest with you.
So you had to get on what you got on papers for that too?
That was my first. Yeah. I did. When I pleaded consent, they gave me probation. I was on probation for a while. Now that I think about it.
What's a while? How long?
My first time I got arrested in juvie, I was on papers. Then before I could get off of papers, I got arrested again at 14. And when they found out I already had like a prior history
of kids.
Yeah, so they put me right back. They gave me 2 more years. And before I could get off those 2 years, I caught a new charge, but I didn't go to jail for it. So they gave me like 2-3 more extra years. They was just like playing with me when they came to probation. And then by the time I got locked up as an adult, literally I had like 2 months left on juvenile probation. As soon as I got locked up as an adult, they was like, yeah, we're going to give you like a good 3, 4, 5 years. Because
so you end up doing that?
Yeah.
You end up doing 3, 4, 5?
I had to, bro.
What
No, I'm not talking about prison. I'm talking about probation.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Probation. Yeah, definitely.
So you did the 3, 4. You ain't violate no.
Nah. I violated a couple times when I got older, like 23, 24.
So you went from young to adult probation.
Yeah, man. I had to do parole at some point because at some point I was still locked up, and they was just like, all right, this is what we want to do for you. We're gonna upgrade it to parole because that now we could give you like, all right, you're already sentenced. You don't have to do like a full max. You don't gotta do like 2-3 years. You're already sentenced. You've been here a couple months. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna give you this parole, and you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little bit more strict than felony probation. It's gonna be a little more strict. You might have to be home a little while, but when you get out of the house, you could do like get a job, go to school. You can get transferred to New York if you want, so you can get a job, go to school there, whatever. But we're gonna do parole instead of probation because it looked like you've been on here for a while. And I was like, yeah, I'll take that. Like easy, that's nothing. Cause like I said, I don't drink and smoke, so I ain't had nothing to worry about. Yeah.
So what did you learn? What can you tell people about that? Being experienced and being on probation for so long.
Oh, all I gotta say is, well, specifically for my people that smoke and drink and that don't like to be told when to travel, that want to fly, that want to buy a ticket. Just don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in no situation where you think, if I do this, the streets going to look at me like a real, they don't care, bro. Like, I got turned down by McDonald's, my nigga, because of my background. You know what I'm saying? You know how embarrassing that is for McDonald's to be like, yo, you too much of a criminal to flip burgers?
Yeah, but you know you had some charges now.
I had some charges, bro.
They're afraid they're afraid you might stab somebody. What?
Bro, they was like, yo, nah, you know how embarrassing that? Yeah, bro, you just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth. Don't listen to the music and think to yourself, like, I want to live that life. You don't. I think it's best if you just hear the music of what niggas talking about and just leave it there.
So like what do you tell people? Cause when they look at you like a cool person, it's hard to believe that you caught a felony.
Of course, yeah. I mean, honestly, my own judge said that. My own judge was like, you? I was like, yeah. Like, honestly, all I could say is your past your past definitely will shape you and mold you. You know what I'm saying? So everybody needs a past in order to have a future. And I'm like grateful that God got me out of a lot of that because there's certain things I did go through. I was in 23-hour lockdown at some point. In fact, I was locked up with Kodak Black's main man, son with all the, I don't know the nigga's name, I don't know how to pronounce it, but he has a lot of tattoos on his face and the crazy dreads. I was locked up with him in Pompano, and he'll tell you this, bro. Like, before you get sent to prison, niggas either beating your ass or I don't know what else, because I heard some type of screaming that wasn't getting his ass beat. You get that, and then they send you off so you could be ready or souped up or whatever. But it was 23-hour lockdown. You hearing this as you trying to sleep. It's like some of them is under you. If you in the top, I'm doing. If you in the bottom, doing. You might hear it upstairs. So, yeah, it's certain things. It's like I said, it's not worth it, bro. Like,
so you can say you feel like you lucky. You feel like you ain't go to prison though.
Man, listen. They did try to send me. I went to a camp, but it wasn't prison. They did try to send me at some point. But, yeah, I'm definitely happy I didn't. I think at some point I did want to. Like, believe it or not, when you're doing 23-hour lockdown in jail, you're going to want to go to prison because prison is more of a society. You got to go to school, work, and church and everything like that in there. And 23-hour lockdown jail feels like real prison because you're only getting 15-hour rag, a little bit of practice, a little bit of such. So it's a different ball game with that. So I kind of did want to go, but like now that I look back, I don't want to do any of that, jail or prison. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Okay, then. So let's talk about the music, though.
Shit.
When did the music start? When did you fall in love with the music?
Ever since I was a kid, man. I'm talking about my mom was just playing all types of music in my house. My pops is Dominican, so he was playing Spanish music. My mom was playing Haitian and Italian and French and everything. My brother is the one that really got me hooked as far as hip-hop and R&B. But, yeah, I've been in love since I was a kid, man, from the Genuines, Keith
So you
Sweat,
say your daddy's the...
Yeah, my pop's Dominican.
So you speak Spanish, too?
Yeah, I speak Spanish.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you got a lot of shit going on.
I do, but the only thing is I don't know how to make Spanish music. Like people done told me like, yeah, bro, like I heard your EP, you gotta make it Spanish music. I was like, nah, I can't. I wouldn't even be able to lie and say I can't.
So what kind of music you grew up listening to for other people?
Hip hop and R&B mostly. But we did end up like transferring to rock and like real rock. I'm talking about Boston. What else? REO Speedwagon. I used to listen to Eric Clapton. It was a lot of like good music just growing up, man. Like the real essence of music. So that kind of incorporated to how I came about it into the game.
So when did the studio become part of you, New York or down here?
Down here for sure, but New York kind of made me believe I could rap. But down here is where I got introduced to my first studio. There was my brother. He made a studio called STP Studios with him and his homeboys, and they told me to.
How did you meet them? Since you know you from over there, how did you end up meeting them?
My brother met. We went to a Haitian church, and my mom met like a bunch of Haitian dudes, and they found out it was like young American dudes, so they rocking with us because they was kind of young Americans, and they told my brother they know how to make beats and everything. Before I knew it, these niggas had a studio in my house, a whole studio. It was just like they just started. That's when.
Oh, so you sit down, so you got lucky then.
Yeah. It was definitely like I added like all the luck, like chance, and it wasn't good though because my first actual thing that went crazy. A lot of people know me by this song. I know I get asked about it. It was a song called "Smile Again." "Smile Again" is a remix to New Kids on the Block / Akon, "Clap Again," and I made "Smile Again," and it went. I'm talking about this is when MySpace was popping. I didn't even know how to promote, so I'm telling y'all this. I went on my MySpace music page, and it was like 1,000 views. 1,000 like listens overnight, and "Smile Again" just went crazy. And back then, this is Florida. They sped the song up, and before I knew it, I'm hearing it as I'm walking to school.
How did that feel though? You got your shit on MySpace.
Man.
It's on other people's profile. They speeding your shit up. You hearing it. Let us know. Explain that shit.
It felt good, but I'll be honest, SCP stole my song. So I definitely was kind of mad. They left me on the hook. They loved the hook. They made the beat for us. Yeah, the group I was with was UZA. That's with me, Joker, and Stanlow. And they made the beat for us. He didn't believe that I couldn't sing, but my vocals was good enough for that beat. And I was like, bro, if y'all just give me this beat, I promise I got it. They didn't believe me.
Like, who? That's another label. That's a person?
Yeah, UZA it wasn't a label. UZA is like a little Haitian group, young Haitian Americans, and STP was my brother's group. And
so your brother's group?
My brother's group stole the song, bro.
Shut up.
They left me on the hook. He said, yo, bro, trust me, we got you. We gonna give you
y'all
version.
After the song got hit? Like after the song got
Nah, they took it the same night. Certified. As soon as I record the hook, these niggas went crazy. Yo, kid, I'm gonna holler at you later. Just go in the room. I was like, all right, bet. They went crazy. I'm hearing them do a verse. I'm like, yo, hold up, what y'all doing? That's our song. He's like, yeah, we got you. Look, after we done, we're gonna give y'all version. I was like, all right, bet. It was like, we just gonna test it for right now. So they put it on MySpace. Overnight, I'm going to school. So that's the song
you said that went overnight?
Crazy,
because you put it on your MySpace too.
Yeah, but crazy.
You couldn't wait.
I was like, damn, bro. Because when they mixed it and everything, I ain't gonna lie, I did go crazy when I heard it.
Because you heard yourself on it too.
Yeah, so I didn't think they was gonna keep it. In my mind, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but you already made the song when you dropped it.
Bro, that shit had me tight, bro. Them niggas put it on MySpace. That shit blew up. I was like, yo, son, y'all niggas can't be dead ass.
On your MySpace, what the song was called?
Smile Again. They called it. They still call it the same name, but it was supposed
featuring?
to be. Yeah, it's Smile Again. UZA Smile Again featuring. I still got my first song literally on YouTube. So if anybody, I know a lot of people still listen to it. If anybody want to look at it, y'all can look it up. But yeah, UZA Smile Again featuring STP. But on theirs, it was called STP Smile Again featuring UZA. And around the time, my name was like Convict, not even Kid Con. I was like K Money or Convict or some shit. So it was just like featuring and I was just like, all right, cool. And that shit just took off. So when I heard it as I was walking to school, it did feel good because, as people you don't know listen to music, but at the same time, I was like, damn, I don't know what to tell my niggas. What I'm going to tell them, like, yo.
So who got, even though clout was not around at that time, but who got the MySpace clout?
My SCP. They was very close to blowing up. My brother's group
off that song.
Yeah, very close.
Doing shows.
Man, they was doing with Elza, Black Dot. Like they went to Fort Lauderdale High School and stuff, but they was very close because they had everything. They had a good guy. What's his? I forgot. Big Fred was like a producer or something like that. They had him, and he was like something of a CEO. But yeah, STP was they was very close, man. They had all that clout.
So what you was doing while they was clouding up?
I was trying. First of all, I was trying to keep my niggas calm. I told Stanley a joke. I said, "Yo, chill. We got." I was trying to.
Was
keep
they
them
on
calm.
that song with your? They were supposed to be on.
They were supposed to be on it. It was supposed to be. The song was our song, so they supposed to be joking. And Stanley was supposed to have a verse, and since they never did, it was just like.
So how did y'all become a group though? Explain. Let's take us back.
That's the young Haitian niggas I met when I first came.
Okay. So everybody y'all was going to that.
Yeah, we was going, and then I seen them, and they was just like, they was telling me that they were doing a rap group, and I was just like, all right, cool. Yeah, and I linked up with them like that, but yeah, the music definitely became a huge part. As everything just took off, it became a huge part of my life.
So you ain't never felt no type of way about the situation, or you just?
I definitely do. I do because that, to me, that's my brother's group, and I'm not blaming my brother, but like everyone around him, these is people we trusted. I really trusted these niggas.
Oh, so you feel like he ain't really had control of the situation?
Yeah, like I felt like my first introduction to my career of music was from Snake Shit, and that right off the back, that kind of gives you a different aspect of what this game is about. So I do feel a type of way, but at the same time, I thank them because now I've been moving very cautiously in music ever since then.
Since then, like what you do different now that?
Well, now, okay, so that's hilarious you said that because my song, I didn't even want to bring this shit up because I mess with him now, but ToryLanez actually. This actually blew up on Instagram and everything. ToryLanez stole my song called.
Shut up.
Yeah. That shit blew up. I took the post down and everything. I had spoke to him after I spoke to him. I took the post down. But it wasn't like I recorded that. No, this is totally different. Only reason I went to a record label panel. We played a couple of my music. They was like, I bet. A couple of producers came to me. Hey, but what was the name of that song? Sent it to them in a Gmail. I got invited to a ToryLanez album listening. I'd say a few months later. This is when he was doing the private listening party for Chicks Tape 5. It wasn't a private
before
listening
the pressure,
party.
before the drama with him and
yeah, this was like a year and a half. No, not a year and a half. Like a few months before. No, a year before Meg Thee Stallion. Because Chicks Tape 5, he was still on the label with Interscope and everything. So yeah, this is when I went to the listening party for that, and it should have stuck me as like weird because they played 2 songs that I played at the panel, but they didn't play the one song that he ended up taking. And it should have came off of it. I was just like, it should have. But in my opinion, I believe Tory. Like I said, we text, we talked. I believe him that he ain't had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that, and I'm not trying to put that on him. But ever since then, I definitely moved more cautiously, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody was telling me, like, hey, you should have sued that nigga. That's the top charting song off of his
what?
R&B album. Yeah,
what?
Distance. It's called Distance.
So he changed. What was your song was called?
You Want. It's on my EP. I had to put it on my EP. It's called You Want. Because they didn't, because I didn't buy the beat. It's my homeboy's beat. He put a tag on it. And he was just like, yo, bro, if you want this song, let me know, and I'll take the tag off. And I just recorded over it with the tag on, and I never told him to take the tag off because I forgot. As the song got hot, I was about to, but it never could. So technically, I couldn't even be like, yo, if y'all buy out the track from me, let me get money. Nah, it was just straight up like.
So what, did he just use the beat or did he use lyrics?
Nah.
He used lyrics too?
Listen, if y'all hear this whole song, bro, y'all gonna think I ghost wrote that song for
and
that
you
man,
got
bro. From the
proof
vocals.
showing you Ben wrote the song.
Yeah, I got it's on my email. It's not just proof. I got the email of the date. Not only that, and DC, that's my #1 producer in Florida. DC, I recorded at DC Studios, so is everything like it's dated. It's not even like I don't have like I could literally just go on my Gmail and just put it, and you'll see the date of like the shit was recorded years ago, and the R&B album dropped. His R&B album dropped a few months ago. So this all happened like 3 months ago, 3-4 months ago. And we had
What
talked.
the fuck?
Yeah, bro, and we talked and.
So you had the brother first. That was something like. Now, how you bounce back for some big shit like this?
Well, I didn't, to me, I seen that I was flattered, bro. To be honest, Tory Lanez is a big ass artist, bro. Like beyond all that shit he's going through, everything like that. That man is a multi-platinum, multi-millionaire selling artist. To the point, like he invited me to his the Rolling Loud after party he had in Miami. Like to know that I had that connect was the first kind of thing I wanted. I wouldn't mind the money, but at the same time, I had to respect that. I was like, I believe that he had nothing to do with that. You know, at the end of the day, a producer could look at another big artist and go, "Hey, bro, I got this song in my dream now. I think it's really fire." I don't know the artist.
Gonna ask who's the artist that's on there?
Yeah, they didn't ask none of that, bro. They didn't ask.
So I got this song in my email. There's an artist on there to use the same fucking lyrics.
Vocals, lyrics, bridge. If y'all hear the song, y'all gonna, I promise you're gonna immediately hear it.
That sound kind of confusing to me, though.
Yeah, bro. So basically, they was just like, he was like, yo, I think what the producer told him was that this artist gave it to me as a reference, but we have no way of contacting the artist. What they didn't know was that the person who brought me to the record label panel in the first place was my big boss, my man, David St. Flair of Warner Music. He's not with Warner no more, but he was with Warner at the time, and he's the one that brought me out there. So when Dave St. Flair hit me back up and was like, hey, did you get ToryLanez's new album? I was like, yeah. He was like, did you hear this song, the main hot song on his shit? I was like, nah. I don't think so. I was lying when I said I heard it. So I was like, no, I don't think so. He was just like, well, I'm gonna send it to you. Let me know what you think. And I called him back like not even 3 minutes. But I was like, yo, bro, is that my song? So yeah, it just took off like that. But like I said,
and that's one of his biggest songs out right now.
The biggest song of his. I think by the first week it was already like on Spotify. It was already doing like 2 million streams on it. So yeah, it was one of the biggest songs on his album.
So what the fuck that we learn from this situation then? What we gonna do?
No more, just like I was telling my man, he was saying he put snippets out. I was putting snippets out. They go out, they go crazy. No more snippets, no more going to panels and playing my music, because the A&R, one of the A&Rs of VIP Records, the Sony Records, my big bro, D-Tech, who I'm gonna be on his radio station in a few weeks. Shout out to D-Tech. He told me, he said, Convict, you are too connected to even did all that on Instagram, which is another reason I took the post down. And he said, you're too connected to be going to panels, to go to different labels, to be like, oh, listen to my music, because he knows what goes down at panels. He knows what these labels do. They take the artist's song, they give it to the bigger artists, and they hope that they don't hear back.
And the little artists can't do nothing about it?
Nothing, because they know they can't. What is the artist? A young, a no-name, up-and-coming artist cannot reach out to Atlantic Records right now and be like, bro, well, he was at Interscope. Hey, yo, Tory Lanez stole my song. Y'all know that? Like, you can't do that, man. So he was like, just don't. D-Tech was like, yo, don't make that mistake again of thinking like you have to go to these panels to be like, yo, check me out or nothing like that. So yeah.
So you trying to say? So are you basically telling me you could drop a song in February? I'm a hot rapper, right?
Yeah.
I could listen to your song on YouTube and watch the video and all.
Yeah.
And re-drop the same song.
Well, okay, so if you remake the beat, reword it a little bit, but you keep the same flow, the same melody, the same concept, what's gonna happen is this. If that rapper didn't own that beat, the unknown rapper didn't own the beat, and he just put it out there just to get the clout, whatever.
Oh, you ain't do the paperwork.
I didn't get the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when my homeboy sent it to me. Now my homeboy is the one who made the beat. So the minute he found out Tory Lanez redid the beat, redid everything.
He know.
Yeah, he was like, no, he's not. That's the
how he not eating.
No, wait. He is, but he told me he's not doing buyout. He's gonna do like credited, like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, he's gonna be known as a credited producer.
Yeah,
et cetera,
he wouldn't get paid for.
So, but the thing is, the way Tory Lanez, if y'all hear this song, y'all gonna see how genius of a transition it was. The way he remade the beat and everything. Y'all gonna see how genius of a transition.
So it was a new beat.
Yeah, it was a new beat. But
the way different beat or the same beat?
No, it was a new beat. It was a different beat. But the way he remade it, the man had to sit down and go, this is the best way to avoid any lawsuits or anything. Because even though you hear the similarities, even though you hear the same melody, same lyrics, whatever, it's still a different, like, just that beat. Y'all just got to hear it. Like, check out Tory Lanez's Distance on the R&B capsule album Playboy, and check out the song on my EP called You Won, One Night in Miami. And y'all going to see what I'm talking about. But, yeah, basically, And yeah, my bro, he's definitely eating off that because he's credited, and I think that's a big for him because he was like a small producer to get on like ToryLanez credit. That's huge.
So he eating even though ToryLanez changed the beat.
Yeah. He has to.
You can
he
hear.
has to because
You can hear his beat.
Yeah, because it was still initially his. If whoever took the song and blew up with it, it don't matter if that person changed the beat, speed the beat up, slow the beat down. That's still initially his song. He still owns that beat. So me just singing on a tag beat didn't really justify it. It just basically was like, oh well, you wrote it first and you sung on it first and you did all that first, but that doesn't really mean this is your song. You didn't really do anything, you know what I'm saying? So
you ain't even holler at the producer and go lock in the beat.
Exactly, because I forgot, bro. Like I said, I just recorded it.
So now, do you record different now?
I definitely do. For the most part, every song I have, I definitely have a right to it, or either that or I lease it, and I don't. Yeah, like I said, that's why the only songs I got out is my EP. I don't put out no snippets. No, I don't. Ain't no point of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm already in a good point where I don't have to worry about going to a different label, a different A&R to be like, yo, listen to this, because this is way before ToryLanez. I had a song called I Don't Trust. The name of the song is called Trust. I didn't own the beat. No, I did actually. It was like a cheap ass $40 beat, and they wanted to give it to that Catch Me Outside girl, the baby, brat baby, the redheaded white girl. They wanted to give it to her, and I was like, okay, I'm starting to see
Who wanted to give it to her?
All right, so damn, I don't even want to violate because I kind of rock with the nigga. But it's an A&R of Atlantic Records called Andrew Grant. He's a senior. No, he was A&R of Warner. He's an A&R of Atlantic now. He's a senior A&R of Atlantic. Shout out to my guy. But around the first time I met him, this was in late 2017. I met him around that time. We did a listening. He listened to like 4 or 5 of my music, and he really liked that song a lot. And they didn't waste no time to contact me back. By the time I was in New York, I heard that phone ring. He was like, yo, do you own this song? I was like, yeah. I was like, definitely. He was just like, I'm thinking he's about to be like, honestly, I would have accepted this if he would have said, we're going to leave you on the hook and put her on the verse, because that would have been a huge move for me. But this man was like, we'll pay you as a writer, redo it, because we want her to sing the whole song. Because this is literally a short-ass 2
How much
minute.
they was offering, though?
Man, not enough for me to get that song up, bro. I think they really seen me come to L.A. They was like, this nigga look like he a little desperate. And it was just like, bro, you know, whatever her name is, Brat Baby is like a huge name artist, and she'll really get, like, if you're known as a writer and as a whatever of this song, you're going to get a lot of money. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, but no, because come on, bro. I ain't rocking with shorty like that. Like, I ain't even trying to sound like one of them niggas that's fronting. I'd be like, bro, I had $1 million deal, but I turned it down because of my integrity. Nah, son, I really did not care about that, because I was just like, but that's why me and my mans is cool now, so no disrespect to him if he sees this, which he's definitely going to see it, because I'm going to post this little interview. But no disrespect to Andrew Grant, because me and him actually ended up becoming cool. So they didn't really take that as a loss.
So let us know, but we know all the terrible stuff that happened. Let us know some of the good stuff.
The good stuff right now has
with the music. You
has
feel
been
me?
meeting my number one idol, Akon. Definitely has been.
And let us know what it. Don't be trying to skip what happened to lead into that.
So Certified. This is actually funny because this is right after Certified finished doing a video of ours. He used to shoot the videos. We did This Water's Ours. The difference between me and a lot of artists back then, I would literally travel to go perform. And there was a festival. It was a festival called PXP Festival, Passport Experience Festival, where all different nations come out, countries, whatever, Africa. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. And they'll pick like one artist to perform. And it's a lot of money. I think it's like $600-700. It's ran by DJ Fully Focused. Y'all can follow him on Instagram. I'm not sure if he still does it. If he does, shout out to DJ Focus. But he gave me a chance. I came out there. I kept it real with him. I was like, Fully Focused. I don't care about performing. I just want to meet Akon. And he was just like, I'm not sure if he's gonna show up, but if he does, I'll let you know. I was like, all right, bet. Perform. And I heard everybody screaming. I'm thinking it's for me. I'm like, oh shit, killing it right there. So I'm doing my thing. I'm like, boom, boom. And the song I performed was called I Love You. It's like a little pop techno song, like nobody would expect that from a young black male. I had tattoos on my face. They didn't expect that. So the song is called I Love You. I performed it. And when I look back, Akon was dancing to my song. And I promise you, I just dropped the mic. And I was like, I picked it back up. I was like, shout out to Fully Focused. Thank you so much. And the song had like, I think 30 seconds still playing. I just dropped the mic and just walked off the stage. And he was like, what's up, man? And I was just like, oh, shit. And yeah, that's literally the first time we met and how we ended up linking up.
Were you shocked?
Yeah. Definitely. I still am. I can't talk to Akon. Akon knows this for a fact. I can't talk to him and not I'll probably look down or whatever. I can't talk to that.
So did you drop the mic because you was shocked, or you like,
Yeah.
killed this shit?
Yeah. I was mad shocked because first of all, PXP Festival was already huge. This is like, this coming from a kid that was doing open mics at club cutters and all that to performing in front of like hundreds of people. Yeah, the money was a lot, but to see like my number one idol right behind me, like people don't understand the main people I would listen to are Hard Bodies, Max B, Akon, Michael Jackson, and New Edition. So like, as far as singers, so I was like I just shook and I just dropped the mic and I just picked it back up. Like shout out to Fully Focused for giving me the chance, and I walked off.
Jesus Christ. So what happened after that though?
He didn't link back immediately, but his drummer, Mike Bentley, reached out. I'd say like a year later. I wasn't surprised that he didn't link back. I wasn't expecting him to because I was like, why? I left my CD in the hotel. I ain't had nothing to tell this man besides like us having like a similar like name and him having Convict music, my name being Kid Convict. That was kind of the only like conversation we was having. But like besides that, he was like, yo, bro, your name holds a lot of weight. That Convict holds a lot of weight. So you gotta know what to do with it. And I'm like, sure.
That's what he told you?
That's exactly. That's the first thing Akon said. I was just like, oh, definitely, trust me, I got it. And a year later, his drummer reached out on Instagram. I didn't have nothing but like 1,000 followers, but I was doing a charity concert called New York Coachella where I'm paying underground artists to perform. Like, I'm about to do another one, by the way. It's gonna be in 3 different cities, so trust me, y'all be on the lookout for that. But I was paying underground artists to perform. I'm talking about it don't matter if you got 100 followers to 10,000 to 100,000. I was paying New York artists to perform, and I'm not talking about small money neither. It wasn't $20, but I was doing 3 jobs. So trust me, these artists is getting hit off for like 150, 200 if you're in a group. If it's a dance group, I think it's 250. But I was paying crazy cash, and when he see me posting, he was like, "Are you seriously doing a charity concert and you're paying artists?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was just like, "All right, cool." I didn't know who he was. I didn't know to this. I was like, yo, Mike Bentley, who the hell is that? And then when I clicked on his page, it was his drummer. And I was like, oh, shit. Crazy, bro. I was like, oh, shit, his drummer reached out to me. So I was like, yo, hold on, are you Akon's drummer? He was like, yeah. He was like, I seen you put it on the thing, sponsored by Convict Cartel. And I was like, I forgot that the nigga that made my flyer put New York Coachella, sponsored by Convict Cartel. And when I tell y'all, I had every A&R of Convict music. That's how I met my brother D-Tech. Who else? It was like every A&R watching my story every time. I did not understand why until like that day, and I was like, oh shit, son. And yeah, I'm doing another one, so y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm doing it in Florida. Like I said.
And how did that come about? How did you get into that?
I've always wanted, like, I always grew up with a huge heart. Like, my people was always taking people in. My mom's always taking people in. Like, probably like 30 people in my house at some point. And there was a shelter that I slept at in New York. It was was it Atlantic? Yeah, I think it was in Atlantic and Fulton. And the shelter I slept at, I told him, I was like, yo, listen, once I'm in an opportunity to pay y'all back, I will. And that's the charity concert was to raise money to pay the shelter, just whatever I could break off. I didn't think I was going to make anything, but I did. I made a lot more than I thought. And also, I wanted to keep young niggas off the street. Even if for one night, you never know whose life you saving, bro. You know, like I said, I came from that life, so I know, like, if a nigga was to call me and be like, bro, I don't care if you got followers or not. If you feel like you could kill the stage, here's 150 to come body that shit. Like, so even if for one night, bro, you never know. So it was for the shelter and for that. And the idea just stemmed up, like, throughout a couple of weeks. I was like, okay, what place? Because in New York, you need permits for, like, sound and everything. I was like, where am I going to do it? And eventually, like I said, I was doing 3 jobs, bro. So the money was okay to the point where I could make it come to fruition.
Dog, you got me thinking about that now, dog. Because I got a couple of homeboys. I be like, doing shows, I be looking out for them. But now I'm
Yeah.
like, I could look out for strangers and all, because you don't never know who you helping now.
But this is what I did. And trust me, I thought about
Man,
that. You
I'm
just
sucking
gotta,
up. I'm like a vacuum. I'm sucking up everything you
got-
saying right now,
like,
bitch.
Listen, you just gotta. All you have to do is, first of all, obviously, you want the artist to be fire. Now, if you, it don't matter if you like that real lyrical rap or if you like that melodic harmonic, like what they doing these days. It doesn't matter. But if you feel like, if you could see that man energy, you see that man could like light up a crowd. Maybe he has a clip on his Instagram where he's performing at an open mic, or maybe he's, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you get that energy, you go, all right, he's worth it, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Because don't look at someone's followers and go like, all right, bet. Because I done seen niggas with 1 million followers now pack a club out. A club max was like 400. I think 150
That's why I
people
tell
came,
people don't judge by your followers, because you got
followers.
some people that might have no follower, but he know people out there that know other people that know other people that's gonna come support, versus he got all them followers, but he brought nobody to the club.
Exactly. So that's why. So like I said, if you see someone with potential, and so like just like you said, you don't want to put just anyone. You don't want to have like. So it's always good like to meet the artist or just to reach out to them and be like, hey, I ain't like, I was watching you for a while, so I'm doing this little concert, hooking it up, boom, boom. Let me know what y'all thinking. And just by his like what he posts on his stories and everything, if that man is like posting your event more than you, and you see his engagement is up, people is in the comments like, yo, we popping out. Yeah, you like, yeah, he's about to shut it down. Yeah, he's worked that back. He about to shut it down. So that's just how it went. I was just like, okay, I could see who's gonna shut it down, who's not. Yeah.
And besides, and who else you done work with in the music or want to work with?
The only person I've worked with so far, that's fucked up because I'm about to post this. I'm gonna post this interview, so it's kind of fucked up. I actually did end up working with ToryLanez, so I ended up working with Tory. So it's kind of like, shout out to Tory, and I'm definitely not throwing no shade at you, enough for that. So I ended up working with Tory, but the main people I want to work with, obviously, is my idol. I want to work with Lionel Richie. I want to work with Adele, Justin Bieber, The Weeknd for sure, J. Cole, Joey Badass, and literally everyone. Like, I don't think there's an artist I don't want to work with. I've been on like a Jack Boy listening spree a few past days ago since I've been out here, and I wouldn't mind working with him neither. He got a nice energy. I wouldn't mind hopping on something with him.
Okay, yeah, I see now. So I'm saying, what's the latest project you got out right now for the people that don't know? All
right, so my last EP I've been talking about, it's called One Night in Miami. It's like I said, it's 15K. It's probably at 20K now because it made 15K in a month. So y'all check that out. It's on Apple, Spotify. It's pretty much everywhere. YouTube. It went crazy. This is I think this is gonna be a timeless EP. This is my first project ever. I'm not one of those artists that has hundreds of mixtapes. This is my first project ever of my career, and I decided to make it an EP. So
how many songs on there?
It's 10 songs. So, but yeah, I know 10 songs is usually a mixtape or album, but I didn't want a short EP where it's like 4 or 8 songs. I was like, I'm gonna give y'all 10. And my support has definitely been like holding me down for the past 2 years, bro. So I know they love it, and I know anybody that don't know me, y'all gonna love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all know I grew up with like the real essence of music, so trust me, y'all not gonna listen to it and just get no, you know what I'm saying? Like, it got a song or two on there that got that vibe, but for the most part, this is a classic. It's gonna be timeless.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But definitely, yeah. And I had to come out here. Oh, also, things I have to promote because it's my brands that's paying me.
You done brought some?
I had to. Let me see.
What that boy got with him?
Where's my vape, son? Where's my vape? Well, first of all, Heritage J. This is a clothing line for black-owned clothing line. They don't make just these types of jackets and they make all types of clothes. I gotta check out Heritage J.
Put it up so they can see it though.
Definitely, I gotta check them out, man. They make all types of clothes right here. This is like a Haitian flag on it. You know, they got the where is the sleeve at? The sleeve got 1804 on it and everything like that.
They got this on here too. What this stand for right here?
Oh, that's their brand. So it's like H with the wings on it. Yeah, this right here is one of the most fire. Oh, there goes the vape. And it's vape pen. Shout out to Vessel. I don't smoke, but apparently this shit is mad smooth. If you do, it comes with the oil capsules and anything like that. So if y'all want to like smoke weed or whatever, I think it's a cannabis, a CBD thing. But shout out to Vessel.
Let me see that shit. You can smoke real weed or buds or.
Yeah, so what you do is
so you don't smoke.
No, I don't smoke. You take the black thing off and I don't know how to take this black shit off. So yeah, right there. You just take the black thing off. You put that, and then you just press the couple times and hit it right off. So it's pretty smooth. Shout out
And
to
what that is
Vessel.
again?
Vessel. It's a
Shout out the motherfucking Vessel. You
You know
trying
what
to
I'm saying?
get high? Vessel gonna get you right.
Exactly. And my last branding company was a scooter company, Scotsman Scooters. They're dropping all of their scooters in December. Like all of their scooters coming out. Apparently, this is a 3D printed scooter. I don't know how it's possible, my nigga. I'm an old school kid. I don't know anything about 3D printed things, but if y'all want the fastest scooters for an affordable price, shout out to Scotsman Scooters. And also, if y'all want that discount, y'all can hit me up. I could give y'all the discount for both Vessel, Heritage, and Scotsman Scooters. I have the discount codes for y'all. I can get like 50, 60% off. So shout out to them, you know what I mean? Shit.
Facts. And, talking about that, EP gonna be dropping. What's the producers on there, though?
The producers on the EP, for the most part, I think U1 is my bro. And so, y'all know the story behind that. Y'all could definitely check that song out now. Damn, who is the producers on it? I don't know, honestly. People send me beats. I just go on the thing. I buy them. But if the producer hears their song, because one of them, I had 2 producers reach out to me that heard their song, and they was like, yo, is that my beat? And I was like, I think so. I bought it on your website. So if y'all hear y'all song on it, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I don't get on beats for free. So y'all know I probably bought y'all a beat or I leased it. So don't be afraid to reach out and be like, thank you or whatever the situation is. But shout out to those producers on there. Y'all could check out the taglines on it. I'm not sure. My distributor wrote everything on there, so y'all would have to see that.
And what about any features on the motherfucking?
My homegirl, Soria, aka Vixar. I think that's the whenever a song got the little star next to it, that means that shit got spent more than like 100 times. So my homegirl Vixar came and bodied that one.
One song?
Yeah, just one
song. So you decided to go mostly solo on
just
that one?
Just mostly because...
Why is that?
This is my first project ever. This is my first meeting.
You wanted to give them all you, basically.
Yeah, I wanted to introduce what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna impact the game, just off of my skills. Cause like I said, I record myself and I do everything, and I had to.
You record your own self.
Yeah. I had to start doing.
How important that is for the artists that don't know, to know how to record your own self.
First of all, if y'all want to save money, if y'all want to save that money in y'all pockets, bro, let me tell y'all, start investing into getting your own studio. But it's really important because not every engineer has the sound that you have in your mind, in their mind. They might just give you might have a sound where you might actually want to sound original, and they're gonna go off the last thing they heard, a Roddy Ricch, a Kodak Black, and now you sounded like Roddy Ricch or Kodak Black on the track. So it is very imperative that you get your own studio, or for the most part learn how to record yourself so you can create your own sound, save money. And the more music you put in out consistently, you're gonna get more. It don't matter if it's 1 fan a week, it don't matter if it's 1 fan a month. If you could get 1 fan, you could get 1 million. So it's definitely smart to keep making music and then getting that push.
And what about your video, man? You got a go-to video guy, or you just dip it down?
I definitely do. My brother in the Bronx, my nigga Rick, Shapeshift Films, he is a beast. He's going crazy. He's got all types of, he's got the best price for the best graphics. He's got a 4K camera. He's got a nice team with him. My bro Boo, shout out to Boo, shout out to Flacco. Them niggas is doing their thing, son. So shout out to them niggas. In Florida, my go-to I wouldn't say my go-to. He's in another team, but it's Suave. He's just recently worked with, I'm pretty sure everybody already know Hot Boy, the artist with the... Yo, all y'all artists in Florida got that. I don't know this thing. I'm not trying to diss nobody, but everybody got this crazy hairstyle. I don't know what to call him, but he's got orange and red hairstyle. Yeah, he's worked with Hot Boy. He's another one that's he's classic. He's official. So shout out to Suave Films too. You know what I'm saying?
And what's up with the clique? I know you say you started with the group. It sounds like you're a solo artist right now. Yeah. So what happened with the group? Where are them other members at?
My bro Stanlow, he's doing his thing with he's road manager and promoter for another young artist named Polo Gutter, and he's going crazy as well. He's got his own buzz and everything like that. Shout out to Polo Gutter. He's doing everything. He's with that camp right now. Shout out to my bro, Yo the Joker, free my guy. I know a lot of y'all that's gonna see this video is gonna
Free Yo the Joker.
Free Yo the Joker. Y'all gonna go crazy. So Yo the Joker, he did go far. He came far. He still got a lot to go. He did ended up getting arrested, unfortunately. But yeah, he's still doing it. Like, he calls me he was supposed to call. I don't know. He probably lost his phone privilege or whatever. But he's still doing his thing.
So he coming home soon.
He's definitely very soon. And he just spoke to Rick Ross. So y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Ross. Ross, that man giving young niggas opportunities, and he's a boss himself. So
Ross, what it do?
Yeah, shout out to the boss, man. Word up.
Let them know the motherfucking, how can they follow you on every platform?
You already know, Instagram, kidconvict_official. Let's see what else. Damn, son, is that the only thing I got? I think that's. I'm on Snapchat, but that's not. I don't get on it like that. Just
you ain't make a TikTok yet?
Nah, sir. Yo, bro. Like I said, I'm kind of old school, bro. So a lot of things I gotta catch up to it. But besides that, my name is Kid Convict. Convict with a C. Please don't get it mistaken. Everybody keep thinking it's with a K.
Matter of fact, spell the whole thing for them, though.
Kid Convict. Yeah, I already know how to spell Kid Convict. CONVICT _official. OFFICIAL. That's anyone else. I was there just in case y'all don't know how to spell official. But yeah, that's for Instagram. And as far as like Apple Music, Spotify, whatever, y'all already know it's Kid Convict. No official. Just that's for all that. But
y'all go check it out. And before we get out of here, any motherfucking shout outs? Let's get them shout outs going.
All right. First of all, shout out to Akon. He just dropped the song this Friday, so y'all go check that out. That's been going on crazy in my story. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check that out. Let's see. Shout out to, damn, son. Man, shout out to Certified. First of all, shout out to Certified, man. You know what I'm saying? To see how far he came, to see what they doing right now. Shout out to him for giving me this opportunity to talk to everybody, from his viewers to my viewers. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kool-Aid. It's a lot of things I learned from him business-wise.
How did you meet Kool-Aid before you get out of here, man?
Kool-Aid. I met Kool-Aid through Stanlow. And Stanlow, who was part of the group, the Haitian nigga group, Stanlow brought me to his studio, and he just, man, he was like a mentor for us for like a good 2 years, you know what I mean? He taught us so much. Like I said, if it wasn't for a lot of things, he didn't teach me, if it wasn't for the things he told me, there's a lot of things I would mess up in business-wise. As y'all can see, I'm a very business, like, savvy type of person. And it's a lot of that was because of Kool-Aid. So shout out to Kool-Aid and everything. They doing their thing too. I think they doing design and music. They going crazy themselves. So shout out to Lade, man. You know what I mean? Damn, really nobody. I would have say shout out to my big mother, but I don't got a big mother, so it's a dub. You know what I mean? I got no shorties back at the crib right now.
So that's it. So we got no nothing.
Geez, you know. I already said I'm gonna do the concert, so y'all definitely be on the lookout for that. I'm definitely trying to launch that real soon. Oh, thank you for asking Certified. I definitely have one more thing. I'm creating a website where for that, a lot of people has been asking me about that. I'm creating a website for people who's going through any type of mental illness. It don't matter if you are clinically ill or just depressed. Maybe you're having a bad day. The website is gonna have licensed psychologists on it where. It's been psychologically proven that if you go and talk about what you're going through or whatever with somebody else that share the same experience, it could serve as a better catharsis than going to a licensed psychologist and paying thousands of dollars an hour. So this website is going to be totally free, completely free. You could go on. It's literally, you're going to have thousands of people on there that's sharing the same mental illness as you or whatever. It don't matter what you're going to, PTSD, whatever. And the first 150 to 200 people that pre-subscribe to this website, y'all gonna get paid. So you're literally getting paid to get help. You know what I'm saying? It's, like I said, it's free help. You got licensed psychologists on there. You got people that's going through the same thing. Man, I don't care if you lost $1. I don't care if you just had a breakup. You know, sometimes people get depressed when they go through a breakup. I don't know. You just had a breakup, you're like, man, I want to talk to somebody. This website is going to be for that. It's going to be like the old AOL Messenger. It's going to look like that, basically. And another app that I'm creating, I've already been working on the coding for that. It's called Black Wall Street. And Black Wall Street is going to help out anyone, and I mean anyone that's going through a financial crisis. student loans. You're on hold on the government or wait list, whatever the situation is. Black Wall Street is gonna be the app for you. You know what I'm saying? People that's already followed me, y'all know what I'm talking about. I've been talking about Black Wall Street for the past 2 years. I've been working on the coding, but pandemic slowed me down. My aunt passed away. A lot of things slowed me down, but we're gonna get everything into development by like next year and a half. So trust me when I tell y'all, Black Wall Street and Open Book, that's the name of the website, openbook.com, and Black Wall Street is gonna be a life-changing situation. So don't just see me as an artist, see me as somebody that's here for y'all that I could talk to and reach out to. And if you wanna pre-subscribe, because I know a lot of people wanna pre-subscribe for that cash, let me know, hit me up on the email, you know what I'm saying? And it's my cash, so y'all don't gotta worry about like how long it's gonna take or is it check or whatever. Like, nigga, I'll cash app it to y'all. So just hit me up so I can show y'all how to pre-subscribe and everything like that. But besides that, yeah, let's get this money, baby. Shit.
Okay then, man. Man, you already know. Let them know the name one more time. Who our motherfucking guest was for the motherfucking
Chick, Kid Convict, baby.
Don't be dumb,
Brooklyn.
man. Okay then. Shout the motherfucking whole NY, Florida, all that good shit.
Of course, baby.
Y'all know what it is, man. There you go. We got to end it.
Tippie Toe Podcast.
Don't be dumb. We did it again. Brother motherfucking. Dog going hard, and we're going to keep it coming till next time. And once again, this has been brought to you by Gold Money Grills. Put your money where your mind feel. Glee. Get your low 6 on 6, 8 on 8, 10 on 10. Them boys going to get you gleazy. Don't be dumb. Okay then. We gone. That's a wrap.